Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. Now we've got news out of Kinston where a couple is now behind bars after police say they got into a fight and started stabbing each other. On Sunday, police were called to a reported stabbing at the Mitchell-Wooten apartments. When officers arrived, they say they found 36-year-old Caitlin Cook and 26-year-old Michael Sutton with cuts. Now, officers say they determined that Cook and Sutton were intoxicated and started fighting, which led to both individuals stabbing each other with a kitchen knife. According to warrants, Cook stabbed Sutton in the forehead with a knife, and Sutton stabbed Cook in the arm. Now, officials say this assault happened in the front of an 8-year-old who was at the apartment. Now, Cook and Sutton were both charged with assault with a deadly weapon, with a minor present, and misdemeanor crime of domestic violence. They are being held in the Lenoir County Jail, where they remain under no bond. Now, we also want to turn our attention to a fatal crash that happened in Greenville over the weekend. Greenville police say that 33-year-old Willie Harris Jr. passed away on Friday at ECU Health Medical Center. Now, the crash happened at around 10:30 p.m. on Wednesday near Kinston Drive and Greenville Boulevard. Police say Harris was standing in the center turn lane after running into the roadway to get an item he had dropped while crossing the road initially. Now, police say the car had moved into the turn lane just before where the victim was standing and struck him with the front of the car. The driver of the car will not be charged, according to police. Now, we also have news about a man who set a building on fire trying to burn property. 31-year-old Matthew Anders was arrested on Friday by the Greenville Police Department. Now, police tell WITN that Anders had become frustrated trying to register at a plasma location located at 2508 East 10th Street. Now, he began yelling at an employee and then set fire to a banner in the lobby, according to police. Now, one of the people inside the building was able to put the fire out, but remnants of the banner had been melted onto the wall. Anders then went outside and set a fire to the trash cans, which had minimal damage. The Williamston man is charged with burning personal property, burning certain buildings, and second-degree trespassing. He was taken to the Pitt County Detention Center, where he remains under a $40,000 bond. And now for your weather forecast, looking at a few light rain showers right now, rolling kind of right over the North Carolina, Virginia line. The rest of eastern North Carolina, cloudy, but not wet. Seeing very little rain so far today. We knew rain chances would be minimal today. There'd be an opportunity, but our chances will be getting a little bit higher later on tonight as more rain will be moving in from the west. Now, air temperatures are feeling the effects of, well, I'd say mostly cloudy skies, but also a northeasterly breeze blowing in at about 7 to 15 miles an hour out of the northeast. Now, later on tomorrow, we are going to be seeing a wind shift that will push the winds more out of the south over the tail end of the day. That is really going to help bring air temperatures up. But for today, northeasterly winds, it's going to keep us cool. For the rest of this afternoon, air temperatures may get a degree or two warmer than where they're at right now, but the real warming comes as we head into your Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Today, going to be below average. Overnight lows should stay out of the 30s, looking at the low 40s by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. But note your wind direction, starting out the day out of the northeast at about 4 to 8 miles an hour. Now, wind speeds tomorrow, not really going to be getting all that impressive, but wind direction will be shifting, coming in more out of the south-southeast over the tail end of the day. This, coupled with plentiful sunshine, will help carry our air temperatures back into the mid-60s. A few raindrops will be possible overnight tonight into tomorrow morning, but most of us are looking at drier weather for tomorrow than what we've seen today, and even today has been fairly dry. Now, Coming up for your Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, a little bit more sunshine is expected to break out. Here's a look at your full 8-day forecast, going from 52 today, 65 tomorrow. I would say upper 70s for both Wednesday and Thursday, with the low 80s showing up by Friday, extending through the weekend, even into the start of next week. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at the top of the hour. Until then, have a fantastic rest of your Monday.